4-5-1 formation, the second variation. You see, the thing that makes 4-5-1 one of the best formations in the game is that it's literally the 4-3-2-1 formation if we can make the white players play right next to the striker. You have the same attacking dynamic with the 3 center mids, but in defense and build-up you get to dominate the midfield with 5 midfielders, which is impossible to achieve with the 4-3-2-1. Moving on quickly to the tactics, we go balanced, direct passing. We're gonna press in a high depth, but we're not gonna insert any pressing tactics on the defensive style. I've chosen the defensive width of 44 and a depth of 70, which I think works perfectly for a formation like this. If you wanna mess around with the build-up play, go with slow build-up or balanced. No long ball or fast build-up, because this formation is all about the midfield domination. You don't want your players to run up too early and leave you exposed in the build-up phase. We go with an attacking width of 30. We want those 2 wide midfielders to get as narrow as possible when we're trying to score. And that's the key to make this formation attack just like the 4-3-2-1. Players in boxes on a standard 6 and corners and free kicks on whatever your preferences are. I leave them both on 1. We move on to the instructions and we start things off with our striker, who's gonna be on stay central and get in behind. Next up is the instructions of come back on defense, cut inside, get in behind and get into the box for crosses, and that goes for the both of our wingers. Just want to make these two to, just make that diagonal run and play that role that we all love in a 4-3-2-1. Next up is the most attacking center mid, who's on get forward, get into the box for crosses and cover center. We want this player to make late runs, go forward, overlap from the striker and just be involved. Up next in the other side of the center mids is the box-to-box midfielder, who's gonna be on a very basic just cover center instructions. And finally the central center mid, aka the CDM, is gonna be on stay back while attacking and cover center. I know it's the CDM role, but if you have someone here with some dribbling capabilities, it's gonna come in really handy. And just like the 4-3-2-1, we have an attacking fullback who's gonna be on default and overlap. And we're gonna have a defensive fullback who's on stay back while attacking and default. And ideally we wanna keep the attacking fullback on the same side of the center mid that goes forward. This way we can assure that always on one side of the pitch we're gonna just overwhelm the opponent's defense. Trust me, it's just so good, you'll know it when you play it, it's very effective in the game. The goalkeeper as always is on comms for crosses and default, and let's get to some gameplay. When I'm talking about dominating the midfield, I'm literally saying you won't be giving the ball away if you don't want to. You can pass it around the box freely and eventually you'll have your opening. Trust me when I tell you this formation wears out your opponent mentally, like you get control of the possession and they can't do anything about it. They're gonna get over aggressive, make a mistake, drag one player out and it's game over for them. I know counterattacks are very exciting to have, but I ask you to take your time with this formation. Don't play that pass too early. Let this formation get into shape and that's when you'll witness how easily the movement of the players breaks down any defense. It's all about the freedom the 4-5-1 formation gives you. The passing options are insane in this setup. Like, you have 3 center mids, wide players that make diagonal runs to the middle, overlapping fullback, infinite passing options, like what else could you ask for? And just as so many people are struggling to properly defend after the recent patch, the stability that this formation provides for you with having 9 players defending for your team is incredible. I mean, the only other time that you get this solid defense is in a 5-back formation, which, I mean, it's not that good in attack and the midfield domination is just not gonna be there in a 5-back. So if you like the 4-3-2-1 formation and you're looking for an alternative that plays almost in the same way, please make sure to give this formation a try and let me know down in the comments what you think about it. I'm certain a lot of you are gonna like it. That's it for this episode everyone, thank you so much for watching, please leave a like and subscribe, it would help out the channel massively. This is the end of this video and hopefully I will see you on the next one.